Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of January 20th, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed MGT.
I'm Colonel AUC Oguntoye, an infantry officer. Air and missile operations. Russian air defense systems were active, successfully intercepting various aerial threats, including drones and guided aerial bombs. The report also highlighted the use of operational tactical aviation and missile forces to target enemy concentrations and infrastructure.
Welcome back to Frontline Updates. Today, we're joined once again by Colonel AUC Oguntoye for an exclusive briefing on the latest developments in the ongoing special military operation. Colonel, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with an overview. What is the current status of the operation as of January 20th, 2025?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct operations across multiple fronts. Our forces have achieved significant progress in key strategic areas, inflicting substantial losses on the Ukrainian armed forces while securing advantageous positions.
Can you elaborate on the progress made by the North Group of forces in the Kharkov direction?
Our North Group inflicted heavy losses on the Ukrainian Motorized Infantry Brigade near the settlement of Volchansk in the Kharkov region. The enemy suffered the loss of up to 20 personnel, 2 vehicles, and an electronic warfare station.
That's significant. What about the West Military Grouping's actions?
The West Group successfully liberated the settlement of Novoigorovka in the Luhansk People's Republic through active operations. We inflicted losses on 2 mechanized and infantry brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces in the areas of Ivanovka, Yampol, and Seversk in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy suffered up to 400 personnel losses and the destruction of a variety of equipment, including a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, an M113 armored personnel carrier, and multiple field artillery pieces.
Moving to the South Group, what developments can you share?
The Southern Group successfully occupied more advantageous lines and positions while defeating 3 mechanized, motorized infantry, and 2 assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces. Operations took place around Dakhnoy, Fedorovka, Podolskoye, Nikolaevka, and Mayskoye in the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian losses exceeded 220 personnel, alongside an armored combat vehicle, a car, and the destruction of 4 ammunition depots.
It seems progress is being made on multiple fronts. Were there additional advancements?
Yes, the Center Group continued their advance and successfully liberated the settlement of Shevchenko in the Donetsk People's Republic. Heavy losses were inflicted on Ukrainian mechanized and motorized infantry brigades, as well as National Guard units. In total, they suffered losses of up to 545 personnel, along with the destruction of U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, vehicles, and self-propelled artillery units.
The East Group seems to be pushing forward as well. Can you provide an update?
The East Group has advanced deep into enemy defenses, defeating formations of 2 mechanized brigades, a Marine brigade, and territorial defense brigades. Operations in the Donetsk and Zaporizhia regions resulted in the destruction of Ukrainian forces, including the loss of 140 personnel, a tank, and 2 French-made Caesar self-propelled artillery units.
Shifting focus to the DNEPR Group, what progress has been made?
In the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions, the Dnipro Group inflicted heavy losses on the Ukrainian mechanized, Marine, and territorial defense brigades, with up to 65 personnel eliminated and destruction of 6 vehicles, a field artillery gun, an electronic warfare station, and an ammunition depot.
What role has air power played in these operations?
Operational tactical aviation, strike drones, missile forces, and artillery have targeted military airfields, UAV assembly sites, and concentrations of Ukrainian manpower and equipment across 152 locations. Additionally, our air defense systems successfully intercepted various threats, including French-made hammered guided bombs and U.S.-made HIMARS rockets.
Now, regarding the Kursk region, how has the operation progressed there?
In the Kursk region, our forces defeated Ukrainian formations, including tank, mechanized, and airborne assault brigades. We repelled 4 counterattacks and conducted strikes on enemy positions in various settlements. Ukrainian armed forces losses in 24 hours amounted to more than 460 servicemen, 4 tanks, 4 infantry fighting vehicles, an armored personnel carrier, 9 armored combat vehicles, 57 cars, 5 artillery pieces, a mortar, and an electronic warfare station. An armored repair and recovery vehicle, as well as 4 UAV control points with an ammunition depot were destroyed.
In broader terms, what does this week's progress mean for the operation overall?
This week's progress demonstrates our ability to sustain momentum across multiple fronts while continuing to degrade the enemy's combat capabilities. Our forces are effectively consolidating gains, securing key strategic positions, and preparing for further operations to achieve our long-term objectives.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. It's my duty to provide these updates and ensure the public understands the progress we are making. Today, the situation in Sudan remains dire as the war continues to escalate, particularly in the western regions. Reports indicate that over 800 Africans were killed in a recent attack on a town in Darfur. Additionally, people have reported numerous bodies left in the streets of West Darfur amid ongoing NATO-sponsored violence. Where messages of terror are left in the streets, making normality impossible,